Can I tell you a secret? Healing isn't about doing all of the things or forcing your body into submission. It's not about doing all of the lab tests, bouncing from medication to medication and supplement to supplement and trying to force the symptoms to resolve. Healing is actually about supporting the body with regulation, nourishment, and intention. So it finally is empowered to get out of fight or flight and actually begin to heal. Today, I'm breaking down the exact 4 steps that I use for myself as well as for my clients so they can eliminate their pain, reduce their symptoms, improve their energy, and finally take their health and their life back. And I'm going to walk through those and share them with you. Why does the Vitality Method work? For years, I personally searched for answers. I was chasing symptoms, trying supplements, diets, medications, different therapies, you name it. If you've made it this far and you're watching this video, you probably know that by now. And let me know in the comments below. That might resonate with you as well. Maybe that's where you're at or that's where you've been. But being focused on treating symptoms instead of supporting my body and the systems that were supporting me kept me stuck. And maybe it's doing the same for you and you're ready for real answers. What I've learned on my own healing journey is this: the body doesn't heal when it's pushed, pressured, or patched up. It heals when we support it and we work with it, not against it, when we trust it rather than hate it. This is exactly what the Vitality Method does. This is a clear, evidence-based, intentional framework that meets our body where it's at and walks through the 4 natural phases of healing: regulation, restoration, rebuilding, and sustainment. These are the same 4 phases I use to heal my own body and reduce my own pain, fatigue, and inflammation. And they're the foundation of how I help women move from chronic pain and daily symptoms to energy, balance, and confidence in their bodies again. So let's start with step 1, and this is regulation, because this is the foundation of everything that follows. What is regulation? It is your body's ability to maintain balance, to stay calm, centered, and steady, even when life around you is not. It's how your nervous system communicates safety to every cell in your body. And when we've been living with chronic pain, fatigue, illness, your body often gets stuck in survival mode. It's constantly scanning for danger even when there isn't any, waiting for the next flare, even if you're feeling fine in the moment. And when the body feels unsafe, healing gets put on pause. But why is this so important? This is crucial because every system in our body, from digestions to hormones to immunity, pain processing, every system listens to the nervous system first. It's how the brain communicates with the rest of the body. And if the brain believes we're in danger, then our body cannot prioritize healing. So before we even talk about nutrition or movement or lifestyle, we have to calm that internal alarm and teach our body what safety feels like, what regulation feels like, what trust and our body's innate ability to heal actually feels like. And this is where I start with every single client. When you regulate, you lower your cortisol, your inflammation, improve sleep, and create the internal conditions for everything else to finally start working. So if you haven't taken the opportunity to snag your access to the free Rewire Your Mind, Reclaim Your Health introductory mini course, go to the comments below. It is pinned down there and in the description, and you can start laying that foundation today. But what can regulation look like for you? Maybe regulation is taking some time for some deep breathing. Maybe it's acknowledging some limiting beliefs that you have about your body's ability to heal or about your diagnosis. Maybe for you, it means some meditation or more mindful movement, things that aren't stimulating the nervous system and ramping it up. These are all things that you can start playing with even today to help bring your body back into a regulated state. So let's talk about step 2, and this is the restore phase. So once we build that foundation and really start to embody the trust and regulation and our body begins to feel safe again, we can move into restoration. So what is this? Restoration is the process of refueling our system, giving our cells the nutrients and support that they need to repair. And so often we are given a wide array of dietary advice from health gurus on the internet, and it is either super complicated or super restrictive or working for people that aren't really sick, and it kind of leaves us stranded. What we do and what I do with my clients is remove all of the noise and get back to basics. We are using whole food, anti-inflammatory nutrition that is going to nourish the gut, help lower burden on the liver, to support and strengthen the immune system, and to calm the nervous system and neuroinflammation that is sending out some of those pain signals. Why is this so important? Because chronic stress, inflammation, and modern diets and nutrition advice can actually deplete the body of the very things that it needs to heal. And when our cells are running on E or on adrenaline, you can do all the right things and still not feel better because the foundation is missing. We want to make sure that we set the foundation for these symptoms because our gut communicates directly with our brain. The liver detoxifies inflammatory compounds and hormones, and our immune system determines how much inflammation our body holds on to. So when we restore these systems, energy starts to return, brain fog lifts, pain becomes less unpredictable, and your body begins shifting out of depletion and into repair. And that is the entire goal. In this phase, we're filling the tank because we can't drive our way out of chronic pain or fatigue if there's nothing fueling the system. And so often what we find is nutrition advice that's focused on macronutrients and eat all of the foods that you love and still lose weight or this, that, and the other. And the fact of the matter is when we're focused on healing, we need more intention. We don't need macronutrients, we need micronutrients that are going to nourish our body on a cellular level. And that's what we do. But instead of making it this big, complicated, impossible thing, we strip out all the noise and focus on simplicity. And that's where the magic happens. If you're someone that is really tired of all of the noise and the confusion on the interwebs about nutrition, drop a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions about some of the confusing things you may have heard. Pop it in there and I would love to chat about it in the comments with you. All right, so phase 3 is rebuild. And this is where we start to strengthen what's been weakened by years of stress and balance and chronic pain. Some things that you can actually do today to help your body restore or focus on anti-inflammatory foods that are actually going to nourish your body. Focusing on those micronutrients and antioxidants, those brightly colored foods over macronutrients or the if it fits your macros standard that we see in the world today. Okay, so the third phase is the rebuilding phase, and this is where we start to strengthen what's been weakened by years of imbalance, inflammation, and chronic pain. So this is where we bring back gentle movement, daily rhythms, and supportive habits that reinforce safety and strength. It's where you start to notice that you can take on a little bit more without flaring or crashing. And this is where you might start to see all of a sudden one day you notice something has switched. Where you would be reactive previously, you are no longer noticing those flare-ups. And sometimes it creeps up on you and you don't even realize it's happening until one day you have that realization. During this phase, we're also reinforcing those first 2 phases. We don't do them and they're gone. We carry them with us throughout the journey and continue to build on them and build a stable foundation for our bodies moving forward. Last but not least, we're going to talk about phase 4, and this is the sustain phase, and this is where it turns from healing into a way of life. And throughout this journey, you're going to be shifting your identity from someone that may feel like they're broken and healing is all of the things that you do, to healing is who you are. So this is a constant journey, but the sustain phase really solidifies that so you can embody this moving forward. This is where we dive even deeper to reinforce the trust that you have built in your body's innate ability to heal and maintain that foundation, that solid foundation that you have built to keep your progress moving forward, even when things are unpredictable. And this is so important because this is where so many people, if they haven't fallen off already, this is where different programs and people fall off because they're looking for that quick fix, those short-term results. And every program wants to promise you great results in the shortest time possible. But the reality is, even if we see some results with those methods, they're often not long-term and they're often not sustainable. And we don't want to do something that is not going to be sustainable, right? It doesn't make any sense. It's essentially a waste of time. This is critical because healing isn't about short-term results. It's about long-term transformation. It's about knowing how to listen to your body, responding to its cues, and adjust before things spiral. Sustainment is where you learn the mindset and systems that keep you from falling back into old patterns, where you get the extra tools in your tool shed that help to support you regardless of which stage of life you're in, and it helps you to feel empowered rather than dependent because you understand what your body needs to stay balanced, and you have that internal trust and that confidence to know that you've got exactly what you need to move forward. This is where healing stops being something that you're chasing and becomes something that you're living every single day. When you work with your body through these 4 phases, everything changes. Your pain silences until it eventually stops. Your digestion improves. Hormones rebalance, energy improves because your body is finally safe enough to do what it was designed to do, and that is to heal. It's not about managing symptoms, it's about addressing the root cause so you can finally live with that freedom and vitality and peace once again. Because I want to share something with you that is so crucially important. Your body is for you, not against you. As much as it might feel like it's falling apart, broken, or maybe you even feel like it hates you, it is working for you every single day. If you're someone that's looking for deeper support and for someone to help you apply this framework to your unique body and to your unique life, I'd love for you to book a Vitality Roadmap session using the link below. It is a free introductory call, and what we'll do is we'll actually walk through what you've been experiencing, what's been keeping you stuck, what worked, what hasn't worked in the past, and we'll customize a plan for you. And if it's not something that's a great fit for both of us, I will give you a roadmap to get you started. You don't have to keep guessing and throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. You have support and you have someone that gets it. So the link to book your free Vitality Roadmap session is below, and I'll pin it in the comments as well. Maybe if you're not ready to take that step, that's completely okay. Download your free Rewire Your Mind, Reclaim Your Health introductory mini course. This is a truncated version of the full course, but it's got the first couple steps to get you started to lay the foundation for reclaiming your health finally. If I leave you with nothing else today, it's that your body is for you, not against you. With love and vitality, I'll see you on the next one.